That is good to go. Sending out the alerts to everybody. Okay. Welcome back, one and all, for the very first Monster Mash of 2024. I am your host, Jake, big brother over on the Discord, and I am happy to present you guys another new monster. I'm joined by three of my friends. We are missing one today, but I'm going to give them a chance to introduce themselves and the characters that they will be bringing to this session to test out a monster. They've all built 8th level characters, and they will be facing against a 9th level creature. So I'm just going to start, we're going to go in reverse alphabetical order for the characters. So we're going to start with Decaf. Would you please introduce your characters?
Let's see here. Well, if we're going to stick with reverse alphabetical, I'm going to start with William. William
What I was hoping
is
for.
my standard, what do you want to call it? Fire elemental bloodline sorcerer. He's a touch of dandy in him, and at higher levels, you might see him pick up some investigator things, but not today. Today, we're basically just a standard fire sorcerer.
Okay, good to know. And you're playing a second character, because like I said, we only have 3 characters. Hi, Blue. Welcome to the show. Hope this is a good one.
That is correct. I do have a second character in here.
Yes, yeah. And who's this? This is actually.
So this is.
I was a little surprised to see this because you are rather famously tend to build human characters.
That's true. There are certain humanoids that pick my interest, and in this case, I have Greyhound. Greyhound is a Sully Knoll Tempest Oracle. I figured with the lore behind Golarion, most Knolls tend to live out in like the Middle East, where a lot of the genie lore kind of airs from. So, kind of combining the two to having the Sully heritage, I thought was really fun for a Knoll.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Excellent. Well then, Larry, who are you playing?
I am doing another Friday or full build Friday. Doing Edward Elric, the what is it?
Full Metal
He's
Alchemist.
a magus, yeah. Full
Who's
Metal
actually a
Alchemist,
magus.
who's
Yeah.
a magus with the Dynamo dedication, Sterling Dynamo dedication.
Listen, if the character
so
wanted
we'll
to
see
be
how it
built as
goes.
an alchemist, maybe he should have done alchemy, not whatever magic they have in their universe.
Listen, they all do alchemy. It's just
Sorcery.
Witchcraft. And then last but not least, we have Shy. Which I
Yes,
gotta say, I
hello.
like the art for this character.
oh, yeah. No, I'm pretty happy with this art I found a while ago. This one's an older one that I did back with like Roll20 that I decided to port into Foundry. This is Arashk, a frilled lizard folk monk with dragon stance. So
Very
he
cool.
goes into the whole deal.
Awesome. Well, the 4 of you have been sent onto a forest trail where, hey Nate, welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming around. Thanks for showing up. But the 4 of you have been dispatched to a woods, to a trail where a number of people have gone missing. And you've discovered remnants of these people. You've found the remains of like goods and stuff seemingly tossed aside. But you haven't found the people themselves. As you press deeper, following tracks that you've managed to discover, you find yourself coming into a clearing. And in the center of this clearing, right over here, is a large tree. Well, let's for argument's sake, let's say a huge tree, perhaps. This gnarled tree seems to move, and as you look at it, its trunk almost like coiling, and the ground beneath around it seems to churn, as though something is alive in the dirt. And as you draw closer, what appeared to be a knot towards the top of the tree, towards the top of gnarled, twisting branches, opens, and a single purple eye gazes out upon all of you,
Oh.
Oh,
while a
no.
voice echoes through your skulls. Come, join as my limbs. And the creature in question looks like these.
Oh.
Show players.
What?
Sick.
This
The-
art is done by my boy Blue.
Oh, awesome.
Funky.
And some of you, couple of you, might be familiar with this creature.
What?
I'm assuming that would be Boomer and myself.
Is it? Oh, yeah, it is.
I'm all
oh,
hooked.
no.
I remember now.
I'm all like,
So
gosh,
got
it's
her
not
out
me.
to rebuilding the stat block. All right, let's do this.
Yep, let's go ahead and roll for initiative as I unpause the game.
Weren't we like level 4? Oh, this thing got a power
Yeah.
boost.
It
Hold
did.
up.
It did. You guys fought an immature one.
It was just a baby tree.
Sweet.
Oh. Rushing it on the initiative.
Did I roll? No, I didn't. I couldn't beat it if I wanted to.
Ah, yes. As always, I have to go after myself.
And William is last.
And William is last. Yes, yes, he is always last.
All right, all right.
It's like a thing as old as time at this point.
He's cursed. And Greyhound is the oracle.
He needs to get a free swashbuckler feat that allows him to just go last for regardless. Doesn't get anything out of it, just goes last.
Just give me the panache, it's fine.
Okay. Well, as we begin this encounter, the tree quickly measures the distance between it and its prey. I see. Very interesting.
It's a calculating purple eye.
It is very calculating. Looks like a very smart tree. You know, like
I don't
many of
like
them
that the
do.
tree is smarter than me.
Oh, it definitely is.
Not even a question.
But let's go with. Let's see. Let me get that again. It's gonna do some calculations in its head. Okay, I'm gonna roll a die. Shaw, you're odd. Larry, we're even.
You are right. I am quite odd.
All right, Shy, I need you to give me a will save.
Oh, dear Lord. Okay, so Arashk, good luck. Oh God, I have to roll so high. Oh no.
Okay.
Oh hey, I'm gonna roll for a hero point real fast.
All right. Yep. Yeah. Well, I asked this beforehand. Did everybody roll for their hero points? All right. You do have a hero point.
I didn't hear the hero point one. I'll just spend it immediately.
Okay. I hope you roll lower.
Reroll using hero point. There we go. I mean, it wouldn't matter.
Okay, so that is a success. So that's a big change. So for a moment, you get a brief, like, just flash. This just ideas and minds fill your head of your body failing, of it, like, just of you growing weak and old. But you manage to shake it off before it grows too great, leaving you only frightened 1 and only taking. That's not a bad roll. Half of that. So 8 points of mental
Wait a minute.
damage.
Frightened? That's my thing. Stop that.
So Nate, hero points are a basic thing that you get in Pathfinder 2nd Edition that allows you to re-roll checks or save yourself from dying. I usually have the players roll to see if they have them at the start of each test to sort of simulate the fact that these encounters don't necessarily take place just solely. There's still other stuff they might have spent resources on before they got to this fight. That was 2 actions, leaving me with 1 more. So, the churning earth grows more violent as powerful roots suddenly tear from the ground, and the tree advances, dragging itself towards you.
The fact that it moves so slow.
Kill it.
Suddenly Arashka's concerned about going near it if it moves so slow.
Arashk, it is your turn.
The
be a
fact that it
little
moves at all,
concerned.
I'm concerned about going near it.
A lot of people on the Monster Monday Discord complain about how they feel like most tree creatures they have, or most plant creatures they have, would be better suited as just immobile hazards and creatures. And I partially agree, but I like adding some mobility to my stuff. And this thing has very powerful roots, as some of you will come to learn.
Oh boy. Well, I feel like it's gonna be me. It's gonna be me. Come here, as I use threatening approach.
Okay. You run at him like the lizard you are.
Yep. So I'll go ahead and just immediately stride towards him. We'll go to here
Okay.
because monk, and then I will go ahead and demoralize.
Bring it. This is against my
how do
will
I-
DC.
Here we go. This does not feel high. Oh, frightened. That's right.
Mhm.
Huzzah!
Ooh, 31. That is a failure.
I'm sorry.
You heard me.
I am a master. Screw you. Fuck off. Damn you. I rolled so well. All right, got it. My one thing that this character is going to be otherwise good at is gone. I'm a punch it, I guess. God dang it.
Yeah, I'm just making sure.
no, we're going to use
It's 10 plus. It's saving
The will?
throw. Yep.
Yeah.
That is a failure, a regular failure.
What is this thing's? That is bull. All right, fine.
So, I'm not sure if you guys have noticed. I've been complaining about it in the videos that I have been trying to make more creatures that don't just use Fortitude as their highest save.
Yeah, I'm already realizing what this one's highest is probably.
If you want to take a guess.
Yay me.
It's
I
reflex.
don't think I need to
That is
guess.
smart.
I think I found out the hard way. Kerpunch with a tail.
Okay.
A literal tail.
That is
Oh, no.
unfortunately a miss.
I also need to target. Let me do that for the future. All right, that's solved for the future.
Yep.
Man.
Okay.
All right.
Is that everything?
Rip.
Because threatening
Unfortunately.
approach, yep, 2 actions, strike. Okay, Eddie.
All right, I have done nothing. Good luck.
Are we doing the usual have our weapons out?
I'll say yeah. I'll give it to you.
Okay. I'm
The kind and generous
gonna have
God.
to I'm gonna have to double move, unfortunately. So, I guess I'm just gonna go over this here log.
If you want to be here, you would be
If I-
flanking.
45, 50. Yeah, I could end my movement right there.
Okay. Man, it's really weird to me to see a Magus charging into combat on the first round.
Well, like I said, I'm not very good
Oh?
at
Most Maguses I know spend at least 2 or 3 rounds just buffing themselves.
buffing themselves. Yeah.
Bag.
But since you're so
I-
far away, I'm like, well, let me just close the gap.
Sure.
Oh,
So I'm gonna go for just a straight spear attack. Let me see.
Okay, you form your spear using your alchemy in quotation marks.
Where is it? Okay, there we go.
Stab out with it.
Cannot perform because it's
So
not
it is
equipped.
flat-footed.
Right. Sorry. I have to equip it. Duh.
Are you good?
No.
The magus struggles to figure out how to use his spear.
It's a two-handed weapon. I
Okay.
forgot. All right, there we go.
A 28. That'll hit.
All right. Forgot I need to target it. All right.
Your spear bites into the hard bark of this tree, chipping away at it, and not seeming particularly effective.
Mm-hmm.
Takes some amount of damage.
Dang.
Then, it is Greyhound's turn.
Alrighty. We're just gonna figure something out on this character for a second.
Uh-oh.
Alright, measurement controls. Let's see here. What are we doing? Is it this ruler? Or is it this L-shaped ruler? There are
It should be
two
the
rulers.
ruler. It should just be the straight ruler.
Okay. Alright, we're gonna do that. And
Because
then I
the
guess select-
L-shaped ruler... I guess that is measurement controls, but it's more like drawing stuff.
Okay. Ah, I see it now. Alright, okay, cool.
Yeah, yours is
45
gray
feet
for
away.
some reason.
I like
It's
it.
a little hard to
I
see.
said it that way. It's for me to see and no one else. No, okay, that's perfect. All right, cool. You are within 60 feet, so I will go ahead and just spend 2 actions right off the bat. We're going to try to expend my last 4th rank slot for the day.
Okay.
Let me make sure you're targeted, because I believe this is a spell attack roll. Double checking. Nope, that's the wrong spell.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, it's a fortitude save. Okay, cool.
Oh,
I
okay.
will work with that then.
Alright.
And we are going to cast. Where did it go? Here we are. Because I've never used this spell before, ever.
Excited.
But because he's a Tempest and a Storm Oracle, we're going to go with a Purifying Icicle.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, see, that does say that there's an attack roll.
Oh,
Now
no.
I'm confused.
On a critical success, it takes
Yeah,
a
it's awful.
minus 10-foot status penalty, circumstance penalty to its speed for 1 round.
You are not allowed to move.
That is a hit, but fortunately for me, it is not a critical hit.
Fair. All right, damage.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Good lord.
Okay.
All the dice.
So 22 of that.
Now, this is,
Freaking criminy.
Wow.
Yeah, we got to break this down a little bit.
I wasn't
You
ready.
have to break it down though, because there's
'Cause-
no positive involved for
Yep,
this.
no positive. It's going to take some amount of piercing. Not all of it gets through, though. I'll tell you that.
Oh, okay.
That's how spells roll, Nate. A lot of dice, and all the cold damage gets through.
Ooh, okay, noted. And then I think I am just gonna spend my last action to move closer. In case I have
Yes,
other spells that are gonna be
closer.
ridiculous. So I'll get to like right here. Oh, I'm still in measurement control.
Yep, got to
You know,
switch
one
over.
of these days. Gotta switch back over to selecting tokens. There we go.
Yeah, if
and
you guys could all
then-
get closer, I could move the map and be in a less awkward position.
Let's see. 25 feet will get me to here.
Ooh,
Perfect.
That definitely
All right,
helps.
that is that is Greyhound.
Okay.
Now I guess let's take a look over at my character sheet for William. He's kind of in a similar boat. He does all the spell casting. You want him to get closer though. That is your personal goal.
I would not mind. Mostly just
Alright.
for the format of what I am showing to the viewers. The viewers really would be the ones who appreciate you getting closer more than I would.
All right, fair enough. Let's see here. All right, I will need to do some measuring again because we are starting in a funky spot. All right, that is 40, 45, 55. Can I make it? That is 65. Okay, what if I go just past it on the other side? I can do it. Okay.
Yeah, see,
You
Dinnerman agrees. William being closer would be so cool, he says. He gets it.
you
Dinnerman
You know,
agrees.
that's fair. To appease you in your testing, I will give you one of your personal favorite spells that you love to see. So I'm gonna just preemptively move William to
Oh, I know
here,
what this is.
past the tree.
Bastard.
Yes, you do. And we're gonna cast Blazing Dive from a fort range line.
Okay.
So nice knowing that we all knew.
All right. So, like Cannonball from the X-Men, you rocket into the air and come crashing down in a corona of fire. So let me go ahead and make my reflex save. Oh, come on, buddy. Okay. Okay, I'm happy with that.
Okay,
So it
Yeah.
succeeds.
that's
Uh,
a very good save. All right, here's damage so that you can then take half.
Okay.
Or
So,
bludgeoning and
what I'll
fire.
tell you, so I would only take half. None of that bludgeoning damage gets through. You release like this concussive
Oh
wave,
shit!
but like the bark doesn't even chip as it hits. However,
Oh no.
Okay.
as the fire explodes from you and scorches the bark, you see it seems to almost linger for a second, and the tree, you hear it shrieking in your mind, in like agony, before it turns and fixes you with a purple gaze.
Oh dear. All right. For my last action, we're just gonna skippity doo dah. Let's see, 5, 10, 15. Let's see here, 20 and 25. If y'all need me, I'm going over here now. That is my
Okay.
turn.
All right, it is the Puppeteer tree's turn. Round 2. All right, let me get some measurements of my own. Is that okay? Okay. Well, that was smart of you, because now my tree must move. Yeah, it drags itself through the dirt.
You don't have to, but okay.
Then, the ground seems to move beneath your feet before a root erupts from it, like some tentacle of a great beast, like rising from the water. And as the dirt and the soil shake from it, this root lashes out towards you. So it is going to target you, William.
No.
With a 32.
That is so close to a crit. That is scary.
None
But
of
yes,
that,
it-
no.
obviously.
So it hits. It is going to deal 19 points of bludgeoning damage. But then it has improved grab. So for a free action, as this root
Okay.
just slams into you, it is going to try to wrap around your body. And it is going to do this. We're going to go with the remaster rules. So it does actually have to make a check,
Okay.
but that check ignores and does not contribute to map. And so this is going to be an athletics check against your fortitude DC. Which, as I'm sorcerer, I'm sure yours is excellent.
We'll see.
We'll
It's a
see.
24, just for the sake of it all.
Perfect. All right.
Barely. Damn.
You are grabbed. Oops. There we go. You are grabbed. Then, with its third and final action, you feel this thing like sort of tighten around your body, and you've still got some arms free and stuff, but you feel the root slither up your back and press against the back of your neck. And it feels like it is trying to bore its way into your neck.
Oh, I hate that.
And so I need you to attempt a fortitude save.
Let's see here.
that should-
Can I just use the take root DC there,
Yep.
or
Yep.
okay? All right, cool. There we go.
That says dit. It's supposed to be dig. Okay. That is a failure.
25. Nope. Mm-hmm.
The root pierces, and you can feel it like burrowing into your body. And as it does, you are awash in these murmuring voices that echo through your head that are not your own. That is all three of the Puppeteer tree's actions, meaning it is Arashk's turn.
Alrighty. Well,
Good things are happening.
yeah. I feel like I'm just gonna capitalize on the opportunity here instead, and just move to here.
All right.
Get that
I'll
flank,
allow it.
hopefully. Because, quite frankly, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get past any resistances very easily. So,
Fair, fair.
we'll find out. Well, what kind of damage does this do? We've seen piercing and bludgeoning not work. Why does it not say? That's dumb.
What is it? Is it your dragon tail?
That's a no. My claw unarmed.
Oh, that should deal slashing.
Slashing. Okay.
Okay,
So I
it's
can
from your
work with-
ancestry, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's slashing.
Okay. I wasn't 100% certain, but we'll start instead by just immediately looking at it from this angle and doing a 1-inch punch
Ooh, okay.
with another tail whip.
Okay, we're starting with the tail.
Only the tail,
Gotcha.
because it'll be 2 actions, and it took me an action to get there. So here we are.
Gotcha.
Let's see if it hits.
Well, to be fair, is it really called a punch when you're using your tail, Nate? I don't know. But that is a hit. For some reason, it's not calculating the flank. It's not incorporating that. But that is a hit,
Cool.
even
All right.
even without the flank.
Wha-bam!
Now, is it all your extra dice?
That's unfortunately.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I wasn't like trying to mock you. I just wanted to make sure. All right. Well, again, not all of that gets through, but you slam your
Yay.
tail into it with a mighty blow, and some of the bark just sort of like falls away, cracks under the weight of your strike.
About to start using my claw.
Yeti.
All right. Looks like I gotta start using some spells here. But I don't really have much except piercing. So I'm just gonna do an acid arrow for now,
Ooh, that's a good one.
because that's all I got.
Alright. Now you're doing this as part of a spell strike, I assume?
Is this part of a spell strike?
It can be,
Let me see.
if you choose for it to be.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry, I forgot. I thought I had to be an arcane cascade first.
No, you actually have to cast a spell to go into Arcane Cascade.
Right. So my third action will be that.
Arcane Cascade. Yep,
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
can be.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then spell strike, and then this.
Yeah, so go ahead and
acid arrow.
make an attack with your spear against the Puppeteer tree.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oof.
Did,
Just go ahead and hero point that.
Yep. Yep.
How do I do it the quick way again?
Right click
Right.
the roll itself, and it should come up with reroll using a hero
Reroll.
point.
There it is. Yep.
Much better. Much better. All right. That'll hit. So go ahead and roll damage for the spear and then for the acid arrow as well.
Dope. Just for the spear first.
Okay,
and
tiny
then-
bit of that gets through. And all of that acid gets through. So you jam your spear in.
Ooh.
And again, you're trying to like sort of chip away at the bark. But the
Mhm.
tree, you hear it like almost shrieking in your mind as the acid burns and sizzles against it. Take all of that.
All right.
One action remaining. You
I
want to use that for your arcane cascade?
Yep.
Excellent. All right, then while you apply that effect, it is going to be Greyhound's turn.
Beautiful. Well, his turn's actually going to be pretty simple. After seeing how effective Eddie seems to be, we're just gonna alley-oop 25 feet over here, and then we're gonna reach out and place a paw on Eddie so that we can cast Heroism.
Ooh, very nice. Always,
Say,
Thank you.
You got this.
always a good one to have on hand. All right,
Mhm.
so Edward, you are filled with just this surge of heroics, of just this inner heroism to rise above your diminutive stature and bring down this vile vegetable.
Love it.
Fox.
All right. William, you, however, are not feeling very good right now.
Yeah, I'll say. I don't know if there's really much I can do then to start this off, right? Because I'm immobilized, so I can't really move. I'd have to overcome a DC to try and like cast spells.
Well, you're restrained. You're not even grabbed anymore.
Oh, that's even worse. Okay.
So you can't use
Okay,
any
so
actions with
then
the
all I
attack
can do
or
is
manipulate
try to
traits,
escape. Yeah.
except to attempt to escape or force open your bonds.
Honestly, fair. All right, then we'll just go right off that. I'm going to make an escape attempt.
Let's see it.
Now that would be acrobatics. Let me scroll
Athletics
over
or an
to-
unarmed attack roll.
Ooh, okay.
You got some
That's
choices.
right. That's right.
I'm sure one of them's better than the
Well, I'm
other,
actually
but
good
you
at-
do have some choices.
Ugh. Let's see here. As far as those three go, ironically, actually, I think an unarmed attack roll is my best option.
Interesting. Okay.
Because my acrobatics is a +2, my athletics is a +10, but because of proficiency and dexterity bonus, I literally have 12. So, all right, let me go over to my actions.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, and we're
Um,
gonna try.
It's not impossible.
Yeah, it's there. It's just, yeah, we'll try.
Yep.
So here is my attack roll to try and run away.
Oh my gosh.
No way.
You had a
Nice.
15% chance. You bastard.
Okay, William.
Oh my god, that's hysterical. The sheer
Oh,
luck and what is the right word here? Main character energy that constantly evokes from this character every single time I bust him out. I swear. All right, cool. I guess I escape. I
That's
wasn't
annoying.
prepared for that.
All right,
well,
BB every time just
I
God
wasn't-
freaking.
I wasn't prepared.
will-
I will say that. So we are gonna just quickly skim over spells and okay.
Fireball centered on Eddie.
That would be hysterical. Now, you know what? We're gonna keep doing the peg and run tactics because those are always fun for me.
The what and run?
Not that I'm very fast on my feet. The peg and run.
I've never heard it called that.
Because I'm a sorcerer, which is like adjacent to a bard. So
Okay.
got a peg.
Okay. I thought it was a different sort of pegging. I was.
Oh no,
oh,
you knew
no.
it was that kind of pig. No,
We all knew it was that kind of pegging.
There's a local car. Actually, I'm not sure I'm allowed to say this. Anyway, there's a license plate I've seen that says Peg Tim, and I
no.
assume it's because the couple that own it are Peg and Tim,
Okay. Gotcha.
but maybe
Makes
it's not.
sense.
I don't know
Oh,
for sure.
God, I love it.
It could be a threat, a promise.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love it.
Oh, that's amazing. All right, well, I only have 2 actions left, so I'm gonna just do my single action focus spell for Elemental Toss.
Ooh, okay. That is such a good one. I want to try to work that
It
in.
really is.
There's a build I'm looking at doing. I want to try to work that in, but I'm not sure I have the room for it. Ooh, but fortunately for me, that is
Alright,
a
we
miss.
And with that, we're gonna just come around the rest of this tree, and we're gonna just go 15, 20, and I guess 25? Yeah, to right about here. That's
Okay.
about as far as I can get.
Well, that brings us back to the Puppeteer tree. And, you know what? It's not going to chase you, because there's other stuff I want to do with my turn, Decaf. I can't just spend all my time chasing you and taking root. So instead, I'm going to strike at Eddie.
Oh boy.
You broke into its bark a little bit with that acid. It sees that you're freshly empowered. It's going to take a chance, though. It believes in itself, even if nobody else does. And so it's going to strike at you with a root. So a root erupts from the ground and lashes out at you. And hits with a 31
Yep.
to deal 18 points of bludgeoning damage. It's going to follow that up with a strike from its grab
Wow.
from its improved grab. So this is against your Fortitude DC.
Okay.
30.
42 DC. Yeah.
30 is a good.
Yep.
Okay. So you are now grabbed. Next, it is going to try to, like it did before. You feel this root winding up your body and pressing into, like, trying to burrow, it's with the tip of it trying to burrow into the skin of your neck,
Ugh.
the back of your neck. And so I need you to attempt that fortitude save for take root.
You got it. Oh.
Excellent. What we like to see. It is then, with its third and final action. So, you know, the only one that might actually see this is Greyhound. But as this root digs its way into its head, Greyhound, you see, like, these purple streaks, almost like the veins in his eye, begin to turn the same shade as purple as a Puppeteer tree's eye.
Oh no.
Hate it.
As it uses its third and final action, which I think I'm actually going to hold off on revealing until Eddie's turn. Just know that its
I
effect,
feel like we know.
you guys know, but I like, it's suspense. Because maybe you're wrong.
You know, maybe.
Maybe. Arashk, it is your turn.
All right, Arash, let's see if you can do something here. Well, I'm gonna do something I haven't done yet,
Run away.
which is actually enter my stance.
Okay. Now, for the time being,
So that
you
I can do-
are still. Oh, actually, do you count as? being able to flank if you're restrained, because you can't make attacks.
I
Believe not.
don't. I would imagine not.
Okay. Yeah, it's the way I'm leaning.
That's. Yeah, that's probably fair. So
Alright,
I'll start off by
don't
ending
have a
with
flank.
Dragon's Dance.
Okay.
And I want to get this off. I truly do. Do I think it'll happen? Absolutely not. But I'm gonna try. Dragon Roar.
All right.
Will save.
Will save. Now, see, will save is actually probably a little bit better for you, because there is that chance that I will roll low. I did not.
Yeah. All right. I don't think anything happens. So
That is a huge bonus to damage, by the way. The +4 bonus to damage. I mean, it's only the first hit, but still, that is solid.
fair. Well, at least I can use it again shortly, I guess, if I
Yeah.
want. But it's immune, so.
Oh.
All right, and I'll just make a flurry, and I'll just do them both as claws to see if slashing damage does
Sure.
better.
Sure.
I believe I still have him targeted.
Yep. And you do have agile on those claws as well. The first one is a hit. The second is a miss.
Whap!
Okay. That all
More damage than I thought it would.
that all went through.
Woohoo!
Okay. Eddie, it is your turn. And before anything else happens, I need you to make that will save.
All right.
Beautiful.
Ugh.
Okay. So you are stunned 1, which means you will only be taking 2 actions.
All right. Let's try to get out of this thing.
Well, you're also controlled.
Oh.
Failure. The creature is stunned 1 and controlled by the Puppeteer tree until the start of the tree's next turn. Doesn't count as being restrained when performing actions dictated by the Puppeteer tree. So, Greyhound. You see Eddie,
Yep.
your friend, who you just empowered with heroism. The purple veins in the whites of his eye, suddenly they seem to flare, and the entire whites of his eyes turn the same sort of like purple pinkish as the tree's eye, as he turns to look at you and stab you with his spear.
I'm
Larry.
sorry.
Oh boy.
I need you to target Greyhound and make a spear attack.
All right.
Excellent. I'll go ahead and roll some damage for me.
Man, gotta love this.
All right. 17 points of piercing and 2 points of acid damage to Greyhound. And then for your third and final action, let's go ahead and recharge your spell strike. Or your second and final.
Okay.
All right. Greyhound, it is your turn.
All right. Well, ooh, I am torn because I don't think that is gonna help me much. And as long as Edward is controlled, that is also not gonna help me much. So I think the only option I have left to me now is turning my attention on the tree. So we are going to cast a second rank Purifying Icicle
Ooh, okay.
on the tree.
All right. Be purified.
And attack. And roll. Nope, I
Fortunately, a root erupts from the ground and just smacks the icicle aside.
Little sad. Okay, well, I tried. I don't want to keep staying next to Eddie at this point. So I think it's just safe to say I'm going to withdraw to my previous position, 25 feet over this way.
Okay.
Y'all have fun. Ta-da!
All right. Okay, that brings us around to William.
Yep. That is a problem. We don't want to be near him. So I think what I'm going to do...
Well, for what it's worth, you guys do seem... Your characters, at least, would realize that you might have figured out the range of his roots. They don't seem to be able to go further than 20 feet away from him. Because you were 25 feet away and he had to move up to hit you.
Yeah. So I think what I'm going to do this go around is I'm going to start drawing the creature again by moving. So I'm going to go...
Oh, no.
I
Is
don't
this
need to go the
another
full
blazing
60
dive?
feet. It may or may not be. Yes, it is. So we're going to just come over here and that'll be my last remaining 4th rank slot for the
Ooh,
record.
oh boy.
With another blazing dive.
Oh boy. Okay. Here comes a save. And that is a failure. So I will be taking the
Yeah.
full damage this time.
All right.
All right. So 1 point of that bludgeoning damage gets through.
I'll take it.
So I'm actually going to I'm going to subtract the fire first, just because that's easier
Sure.
on me.
Yeah.
Oops, I almost killed it. It is bloodied at this point, by the way.
All right, and then I am gonna pull away. So we're gonna run for my last action. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 will get me to here. And
Okay.
that is his turn.
Nice turn, solid turn. Puppeteer tree. All right, so now this comes into why I designed this thing, why it has like sort of take root in the first place. Because normally, if you have a creature grabbed, you have to keep maintaining the check. But if you guys notice with take root, Edward is restrained until he escapes. Because it's literally like digging into his flesh and puppeteering him.
Yeah.
Now, for the sake of
Scary.
just testing out a few different things on this creature, I do have a lot of spells left. And actually I have some real fun ones. Just so you guys are aware, I do have command on this tree. So I can tell people like, hey, come closer. Stuff like that. But what we'll do is we're gonna start off with a... Oh boy, you know what? I'm gonna start off with a rain strike against William. So you see one of its branches suddenly move, and one of the fruits hanging from its branches tears off and is flung towards you. So let me make sure I'm targeting you. And let me attack you with a Fruit of Knowledge that will hit.
Okay.
You will take max damage, 21 points of bludgeoning damage as it hits you in the head.
Yeah.
As it does, you are awash with sensations, memories, images flashing through your head in a just jumble. They are hard to parse through, they are hard to understand, and I need you to attempt a will save.
Oh dear. Okay.
Okay, you're safe.
All right. Whew.
Then, for its second action, we are going to do a cheeky little root strike against Arashk.
Bring it.
It was brung, but it missed.
I'll
And-
take it.
For my third and final action, I'm going to Puppeteer. And then it is Arashk's turn.
Okay.
All
Yeah,
right,
it's kind of
so
hard.
You might have a little trouble seeing around the tree, um, but you did see your friend Greyhound flee from behind it, bearing what looked like a long spear wound in his side.
Yep. I feel like
Somebody's watching you?
I have a better opportunity to try a thing here
Perhaps.
and just try and get it while I can. So we're just gonna go ahead and where I never remember any of these tabs. There we go. Key strike.
Okay. So what are we key striking with? Are we going for tail just to get that higher damage die? Are we going for
Claws.
claws? Okay.
We'll choose force. And then we'll go ahead and make 2 strikes.
Okay, let's see it.
Yikes.
Oh no.
Are you absolutely kidding me? No.
Oh, no. If
That's a
you,
waste.
If you were flanking, that first one would have hit.
I don't care about that. I care about the fact that they both missed.
Well, that was only one action.
Well, yeah, but 2 map. You're funny.
Yep.
Well, fascinating. Huh. I guess I can try and punch it, but
At least your claws have the agile.
you know what? Yeah, we're gonna go ahead. Whoop! Throwing things. Space bar. Why
Yep.
suddenly
spacebar.
nothing's working?
Make sure you're on the select.
There we go.
Option. Yeah.
No, like I
Oh, you're
originally
measuring?
was moving, and then suddenly, I was just holding my token, and they weren't moving, and it stuck to my mouse.
Gotcha.
Keyword is stuck. It was really weird.
All right, so you come down to see what's going on with your buddy.
Yeah, kinda, and also get in the way if something happens, and then I'll just attempt a third punch. Why not?
Oh man, Sheratos, I really, if I knew how to set up like bets and stuff, I would do so. I'll try to look in that because I know that's something you can do on Twitch.
You can create polls and stuff, but it requires, I think it requires being a partner.
Oh, okay. We'll see. I'll look into it. I'll try to look into it. I have a lot of stuff going on. The third claw strike is also a miss.
Yeah, Arask isn't really.
All right,
Yeah.
Eddie. Once more, you need to give me that will save.
Here goes.
Oh, that's a success. So you are not controlled this turn. You can act normally, but you are still restrained.
Right. No longer, what was it, stunned?
Nope,
Or-
no longer stunned.
Okay, cool. Let's try to get out of this.
Okay, so it can be an athletics check, an acrobatics check, or an unarmed attack roll.
Unarmed attack roll. I'm gonna go with the unarmed attack.
Okay.
Do I have to drop my spear to do that?
No, nope, you're just
Okay.
using the roll of it.
Alright, cool.
I've gotten, in all the tests I've done, Nate, I've only gotten a single
Whoops.
TPK technically. And that was from the Rift Stalker. 24 is a failure though. You are still trapped in the roots of this creature.
I think I'm just gonna keep trying.
Okay. So this has the attack trait, so it's going to be number 2.
Yep.
Nope. Though notably, heroism kept it from being a critical failure.
Oh, nice.
That's important.
It
Yeah.
is.
because that means you do get one more try.
Yep. All right. Come on.
That is a critical failure. All right, no more of that. Greyhound bus.
Mhm.
All right. We're gonna keep this turn pretty simple. William's looking pretty bad at this point, so we're actually gonna go ahead and just throw on a little bit of healing.
Oh, he is.
So
I
I'm
didn't
gonna
even
throw
realize.
out a. Yeah.
Makes
So
me
we're gonna
feel
throw
better
out
about
a
myself.
2-action. Oh yeah, no, you've gotten him back. So we're gonna throw out a 2-action second rank spell for heal. Do this. Healing.
Ooh, nice. Actually,
Nice. All right. Let me.
yeah, it's decent. It's a decent roll. It's above average.
Knowing that I am a sorcerer, it is all good. It is all splendid. And then third and final action for Greyhound is going to actually be to cast Shield on himself,
Oh, okay. Very nice.
so that we can get that up.
Well, William, you have been doing a pretty solid job of turning this thing into kindling, despite the tribulations you've suffered. What do you want to do? Do you think you can
Oh yeah.
finish this thing off? Drop a
We'll see.
fireball?
Let's see. What do I? What abilities do I have at my leisure? You know what? We are out of 4th rank, and Fireball is not my signature spell from 3rd.
Meteor Swarm?
So we might as well now start using Fireball now. Oh man, let's just level up right now.
Or Falling Stars, as it is
take it.
called in the remaster, I think.
Falling Stars, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take it. It's fine.
I'm gonna-
Yeah, we'll,
I'm gonna make
we'll throw out
a-
Fireball.
I want to do a homebrew spell that is Meteor Swarm. And it's just a bunch of meat
I
falling
know
from the
what it
sky.
is. Amazing.
It can make people sick
I
because
love
it's
that.
just a bunch of meat. Anyway, where are you putting this fireball?
So funny. We're gonna put it like
Right here?
right adjacent, essentially.
Right here,
No.
then.
We're actually throwing it over to the left,
I'm-
so it's gonna
don't like
go
that.
right there.
How about I'll give you a hero point? You put it right here.
Catch my ally. You know, I started
Catch
today without a
all
hero
of them.
point. I'll keep going without it. No, no.
Okay. All right, fine. All right, well, let me give you a reflex save here.
Yep.
Ooh, excellent.
Mm.
Yeah, did not
Yeah.
critically succeed,
Nice.
but
All right.
got as best as I could without a natural 20.
Honestly
24,
fair.
that
So,
hurts.
there you go.
That definitely hurts. On top of, yeah, you can just hear it like shrieking in anguish in your head. It's like, it burns! It burns! And Edward, like, this is echoing through your skull as well.
Ugh.
And you might even be like sort of
Gross.
mumbling it, echoing it. You're like saying it out loud.
Mm-hmm.
It's terrible. Well, then I'm gonna follow that up with quite possibly the funniest thing. This thing clearly can communicate with us. So, as I hear it screaming in my head like such, I'm gonna use one action to lie. I'm just gonna say, "What? No, you're fine. Fire doesn't affect you." As I activate my once per day ability of the use of my venomed tongue tattoo.
Oh.
Now I have to lie, so
I-
it's against his will.
But
Yeah, and I do think he gets. I might give
Yeah,
him a
thanks.
circumstance bonus based on the situation and the nature of the lie you are trying to tell. I feel like
okay with this.
he's going to get a circumstance bonus against disbelieving the fact that the fire does not hurt him.
It doesn't hurt. It's fine.
Once per day
We're
ability,
bathing you.
gaslight.
We're cleansing you.
You know what, Blue? That is
100%.
that's a solid idea. I'm gonna when we start making NPC enemies, I'm gonna give one the ability to gaslight people. All right, go ahead and make your deception check.
Alright.
This is against the
Here we
perception DC.
If it's a lie, I think it's will DC, if I'm not mistaken.
It says you roll a single deception check and compare it against the perception DC of every creature you are trying to fool.
Okay.
So
Then
you
yeah,
actually do have a better
perception check, I
chance
guess.
here than its will.
I think that would make sense because that's also what you would use to sense
Sense
motive.
Yeah, to sense
Yep.
motive.
Mhm.
Ever since they removed the word sense motive, it's been a little unclear. It's fine. Alright.
However, that is a failure.
Yep.
It is a failure
that's all three of my
even before the circumstance bonus. All right. Well, the tree's not a fan of that, but you don't seem very hard to hit. So what it's going to do is it's going to start out with a root strike against Arashk.
Rude.
It's going to miss.
Ha!
So it's going to follow that up with a fruit strike against. Ooh, I don't like either of you casting spells.
Sorry.
It's
the
gonna
fruit strike for me.
Yeah, it's gonna target William again because you are casting fire.
Okay. Sure.
Oh, another 4 on the die. You know what? I don't know about you. I'm not sure if you guys see my dice across, like going across the screen.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
die
we do.
did not roll
Yeah.
at all on my end. It just
Just plop.
slid across the screen on a 4.
This was like, hello. Yeah.
It did that.
Hey,
for one of my
sometimes that's what
saves.
happens.
What a load of horseshit. Anyway, we're gonna puppeteer Edward. Arashk, it is your turn.
All right. Well,
Let's go ahead and.
is there a thing? So, like, when someone's controlled, are you able to like help them out of it at all?
I mean, if you want to move and like to aid him, you could do so. Like make an athletics check or unarmed attack of your own, like ready an action to do so.
Yeah, but that wouldn't help on the will save.
No, it would not.
Huh. I would sooner, since it looks like it's just grabbing him, I'd sooner just try to kill it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go. Oh no! Oh no, that wouldn't work. Yeah. You know what? We'll spend the second key point.
Okay.
Think you can guess with what?
Key blast.
Punch him. Punch him.
I don't have key blast yet. That's at a later level. Quite literally. I think that's
All
like
right.
level 12.
Let's see if you got this. In
Okay.
ya.
Still targeted. I don't know. We'll find out. He still isn't frightened. I'm not allowed to demoralize him. God, this sucks. I hate this thing. Arashk is not built for him. First strike. Yeet.
Ooh, there
Second
you
strike.
go. That's a hit.
Yeet.
Those are both hits.
Oh, thank goodness. Combine these for the purposes of damage reduction.
Okay. And all of that goes through. So you just
So
lash out
31.
and tear into this tree. And
Perfect.
This thing, it is looking mortal.
Oh, good.
A single solid hit, a decent hit, could finish this thing off.
Takes an action to aid.
Correct.
I don't like my chances of being able to hit this thing on a -8, but we'll try it.
Okay.
You know what?
No.
I'm gonna 1-inch punch it with this last one.
Sure.
Because there's no reason
There
not
you
to.
go.
It's already
Yeah.
at max map.
Yeah. Go for it, man. Nope. Critical miss.
Well, I think I missed.
There you go.
Eddard, give me that will save. And if you critically failed it, yes, yes,
There. Are you happy?
I am very happy.
I'm not.
I want you to move up to a rash. I want you to get in melee range of rash. I want you to get right here.
You said over here.
Nope.
Whee!
Then, I want to take a look at what spells you've got available.
All of them.
oh no! Wait, hold on. I don't like
Alright.
this.
I want
You're
you
not
to
tapped for the day? What are you talking about?
I want you to spell
Facts.
strike with magnetic acceleration
Oh, frick!
against
Good luck,
the rat.
Arash. Roll low, buddy.
That's not what I said.
Oh, sorry. You said magnetic.
Yep.
Sorry.
So you're doing magnetic acceleration. Now make it the spear strike.
Roll low, buddy.
Now you're not wearing any metal armor, and you're not made of metal, so he doesn't get the +1.
This is true. Well,
But
fuck
a
me.
33 is still a hit. So roll the damage for the spear.
Hurt me.
All right, so
Sick.
14 there, and then roll the damage for magnetic acceleration.
Okay. Holy
Oh God.
Not
Okay, only
great rolls on them.
1/6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Excellent.
Ow.
In your head, in Eddie's head, you can hear the tree going, yes, yes. And then it's Greyhound's turn.
Oh my gosh, that was funny. All right. I think I am going to just stay right here, and I'm going to enter my minor curse as a whirl of air swirls around him, and we're gonna cast Thunderburst.
For some
on the-
reason, and don't ask me why, I really thought you were
Oh,
about
no.
to say, I'm going to enter monastic archer stance.
Too much. Too much of that podcast.
Yeah, yeah. That might be it.
Brother was ready.
It's like, it's a weird choice for the character, but all right, let's see it. All right, so let me
Let's do
attempt
it. Yeah,
my
why not?
fortitude save.
Let me grab my bow.
All right, and that is a failure, but not a or that is a success, but not critical. So
That's
I
a
will take
success.
half effect.
Sounds good.
All right, it's not bad.
Yeah.
But none of that bludgeoning gets through.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah. So
And it's like, I think 5 sonic and 2 electricity.
yep.
And
Okay.
I have weakness to electricity myself.
Good to know. Okay, great. I will be sure to cast my lightning bolt next turn.
And then, let's see here.
By reactive
We're
chain
going
lightning.
to.
The trigger as a creature
No.
gains a weakness to lightning or electricity.
No. I will then immediately follow that by jumping straight into my moderate curse to cast my one action shove spell, if you will,
Oh.
to tidal surge against the tree. Go away. Would like you to move away.
It must attempt a fortitude save. Yep,
Yep.
range of 60 feet. Okay. Ooh, that is actually a failure.
All right.
Which way do you want him to
I
go on?
believe.
Just diagonally?
Yeah, let's just go diagonally.
Okay. It gets shoved backwards, its root having to stretch a little bit to keep its hold on Eddie, whose eyes still glow purple. Edward, do you have any fun reactions?
No.
Okay. All right, that should make it William's turn.
Cool. With that, we're gonna keep the same area of effect just right there where it's poised, and we're gonna cast another fireball.
Bastard. All right. Go ahead and throw it up, and I will make that reflex save. Come on, crit.
Mhm.
No, that is the opposite. Or, well, it's a crit, just not the one I wanted.
Yeah. All right, I'm curious.
You said it was mortal, right?
Yeah, fact. We're just
Yeah,
gonna
that
overkill. It's
is
fine.
a very dead tree.
Burnt to a
Speed.
crisp.
Edward, and actually all of you hear it shriek, tear through your mind, just "Ah!" And Edward himself like echoes a shriek until the connection is cut as the root is burnt away and it drops limply to the ground. And as his own mind returns, somebody like yanks it out of the back, and there's like blood and gore like coating the back of the tip of this root that is starting to grow inside him. And as the tree falls, the encounter ends. So now, nicely done, everybody. That was a fun little fight. I enjoyed that. It was a good second chance theater for a creature to give us, those of you who are not as familiar with it, a little bit of background. This was the end boss for the first ever adventure that I ran in second edition for Decaf and Larry.
Yeah.
It was a weaker version of that. But in the redesign of this, and I was like, you know what? I want to beef this thing up a little bit. And Blue as well, but Blue is not like part of this test, so I didn't mention him. But yes, Blue was that was his champion. That was his monk that became a champion after like 2
I'm
sessions.
a part of it now. I'm leaving it alone.
But if you guys would like to head over and open up this monster's page, you should all be able to do so. And we're going to have a little discussion on the design of the Puppeteer tree. So
This thing is mean.
I will start by going over its numbers. And I usually like to start with the defensives, just because I think that's a good place just to start looking at the numbers, seeing how it's built and everything like that. So, as a level 9 creature, this monster only has a moderate AC, and I do feel like you guys were striking it fairly regularly. It does have high hit points, and I feel like I could reduce those. I could maybe go towards a more moderate, drop it to 160 or something, because I did give it that resistance to bludgeoning and piercing. But on the other hand, it has both a weakness to fire, and while none of you could exploit it, it, like many tree type creatures, has an axe vulnerability.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. I like that.
Yep. A lot of our boreal creatures have that same weakness. For its saving throws, this is like I said, I wanted to like not have fortitude be its main saving throw. So it actually has an extreme will save, an only moderate fortitude, and then a terrible reflex. So it's got a wide spread on those.
That makes sense.
Yep.
I like it.
For its attacks, let me scroll down a little bit here. It actually only uses a moderate attack bonus, and its damage doesn't get above moderate with its roots and low with its fruits of knowledge, which are both due to the range of the fruits as well as their effect upon hitting a creature. And also because it has improved grab on its roots. I didn't want to make these too powerful, because again, this is actually a little bit more of a spellcasting creature. It wants to rely more on its on the creatures it's using and some well-placed spells than its own attacks and stuff. Speaking of which, most of its abilities use a moderate DC, and this is actually or a high DC technically, because that's where the spell and DC the spell DC table has high be in the middle. So my brain always goes, oh, it's moderate. But DC 28 is a high save, DC 26 is a moderate save. This is usually like they tell you not to go below moderate for an ability. So because the Forbidden Knowledge triggers every time it makes a strike, that uses that more moderate DC, whereas its Puppeteer and Take Root both use a high DC as its sort of like central abilities. Its spells, though, go even a little bit higher because this is a spellcasting type creature with an almost extreme DC. An extreme DC is 32. I went for the middle ground in between the high and the extreme with a DC of 30 for its spells. But
Okay.
oh, and just for its skills real quick, it has extreme arcana and nature since it was developed through those means. It has a high athletics, occultism, and society, a moderate religion, and then I didn't include it in here just because I wasn't sure how to quite portray it. But puppeteer trees have a high bonus and any 3 lore skills. So that's just kind of for like GMs to modify them as they want.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
They also have 3, just like they naturally speak Arboreal, Common, and Sylvan, and then they just get 3 additional languages of the GM's choice. Again, to sort of tailor it a little bit to what you want it to be. But
Interesting.
numbers wise, what do you guys think? Tell me what. Well, let's start with my idea on lowering hit points. I ended the encounter, so that was kind of dumb of me. I forgot to check how many rounds that went. That felt like 4 or 5,
I believe so. Yeah.
maybe
Just based
6.
on moving around the field.
Yeah.
How many spells did I get off? Let's see here. There were 2 fireballs. There was
2 blazing
2
dives.
blazing dives. So yeah, I'm gonna say 4 rounds if I'm consistently casting every turn. Oh, 5 because I also had 2 elemental toss.
Yep. Yep.
So
Okay,
yeah,
so yeah.
5 rounds. That's a solid on the number for encounter.
Yeah. But now part of that is because you guys specifically had a fire sorcerer who was exploiting.
Also true.
Yeah, so you guys got 60 extra damage in because of that.
Let's go.
Amazing.
But so yeah, that leads
There, we also
into
lost a bunch of damage too, though.
right.
Kind of
Right.
equaled out.
Yeah, so that leads into like, what do you guys think? Do you think it should have that lower HP since it is a little bit more of a Cassie type creature? I am considering, and if I do it, I'll have to shorten my description of it to make it fit on the page. But as we were playing, I was thinking about a reaction where it can use a creature it has controlled as a shield.
Oh!
Lol.
Oh my god. That sounds fun.
And if I do that,
Did
I
it have-
definitely it doesn't have a reaction as is.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
If I do that, I definitely will drop its HP though. But how do you guys feel
I
about
was
it?
gonna say I don't personally have anything against that actually myself.
Yeah.
One way or the other. I'm trying to remember the original fight when we were level 4 because I almost don't even remember if it had like a fire weakness then to have any comment on its HP. Like it
Yeah.
just was a
Well, it
nice
didn't-
solid fight.
It didn't have the resistances back then. But I was looking at other like tree.
But
I was looking at other like tree type creatures. I was like,
yeah.
a lot of trees have this, and it makes sense, like with it being bark and wood and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Sheritas points
Ladies and
out
gentlemen, the
that
live evolution of the GM.
yeah, Sheritas points out that a prepared party could gather, gears to cover the weakness, the gap of weakness damage.
Mhm.
But I feel like that is not a good reason to like. I don't like that argument against balancing a creature because I feel like if a party
Mhm.
prepares, they should be rewarded for it.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with that actually.
If a party is like aware of what they're facing, if they know what they're going into, and they take steps, and
Mhm.
like if they specifically go out and buy weapons, like to deal with it, like if Edward specifically goes out and
Mhm.
is like, "Oh, I know I'm fighting this thing. Well, I'm gonna go instead of having the spear, I'm gonna
Get
go
an
get
axe.
myself a sword. I'm gonna put some runes on it so that's still it's a competitively used weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I feel like that should be rewarded. Or like if he's like, I'm gonna go get a great axe, obviously.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I
No, I think
don't,
that is extremely agreeable.
yeah. So I don't really like that as an argument for not lowering its HP.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's so if I add the
Mhm.
reaction that it can use
Mhm.
people as to block attacks, I'm gonna
Oh,
put it
sure.
at
Yeah. Back to
160
this.
HP. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's a
For sure.
fun reaction.
Yeah.
I think
Yep.
that's hysterical when you have to deal with like your allies and crossfire happens.
Yes.
So no, that's
And it
awesome.
will specifically be it can only use it against creatures. It can only use the creatures that it has controlled. So
Yep.
if
So
every
I have to
creature
fail.
right if every creature succeeds on its save against
Right.
Puppeteer, it can't use that reaction.
It
Mm-hmm.
just can't use it. Yeah.
So all right. Well, I'm gonna
I
type
think
that
that's good.
up real quick. Um, whoops, I accidentally made two actions. All right, so I'm gonna call this interpose puppet.
Terrifying.
Mm.
It is a reaction. So I'm probably actually going to structure this pretty similar to shield block, is what I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
So the trigger would be is while the puppeteer tree has a creature controlled. I'm actually going to specifically say from puppeteer because it does have dominate on its spell list. If you guys noticed,
Mhm.
Right.
what actually does it? No, it does not. I think dominate's a higher level spell than it would have.
Oh,
Okay, so
really?
I might be
Oh,
able to just do as a creature controlled.
You could do it as a just in case.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Or I mean, there's also nothing against, I guess, upscaling a spell because the other thing that I think of is like something as low as command or even charm,
True. True.
but at higher levels, yeah. Oh man, a
So,
higher level like charm where you can target like 10 creatures. Ooh.
so while the puppeteer tree has a creature controlled from puppeteer, it would take damage. The trigger is while the puppeteer tree has a creature controlled from puppeteer, it would take damage from a physical attack. Effect: the puppeteer tree moves the controlled creature to intercept the attack. Uh, so yeah, here's the part of it. So it is going to get to like move the creature. Um, it moves. It moves a controlled creature either adjacent to the attacker or in between it and the attacker to intercept the blow. The controlled creature takes half the damage, and the puppeteer tree takes the other half of the damage.
You could say the remainder, I think, is
Oh,
how
that's to go.
most.
Takes, yeah, the remainder. You're right, you're right.
I think that's how it's most often worded, I should say.
Takes the remaining damage. So the controlled creature takes half the damage, rounded up. The puppeteer tree takes the remaining damage. All right, how does that look to you guys? Uh, Nate, as for an Iron Bark ability, I'm not quite. That's not really like part of its theme. Like this interposed puppet fits with its whole theme of controlling creatures and using them
Gotcha.
for like its own benefit to like service its will. Um, it doesn't really have a theme around just like making itself tougher and like harder. But how's that look to you guys?
Looks good to me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good with it.
Show.
And with the rest of it, have you guys noticed any grammatical errors?
I haven't seen any.
Not personally, no.
And does everything like read fine?
At least so far, yeah. I don't think I've had any questions on anything. It's all been pretty.
Yeah, same.
Great. Right.
Ooh, wait.
I was up. Is it about
Forbidden knowledge.
okay?
Right after DC 26 will save or become stupefied 1/2 for 1 round.
It is stupefied 1, or sorry, it is stupefied 2. I couldn't figure out how to make it 2 in Foundry.
Ah, okay. Fair enough.
Yep. Well, all right. I think that covers anything, unless there's anything else you guys would like to bring up. Larry, thanks for testing with us. Have a good night, man.
I demand a baby puppeteer tree at creature level 5 or 6.
Well, you can always de-level it.
True.
Uh, Sheratos, obviously it has to be within 20 feet of the puppeteer tree. And then the way I envision it is like it actually like picks them up, like sort of how it looks in its picture. It picks them up and moves them into place. So it's less like the creature itself moving and more the puppeteer tree pushing it where it wants it to be to avoid an attack. It does have to be in between it and the attacker at the end of that movement. But at least initially, it does not need to be. All right, just got to type this up on the sheet, but I think we are good here. Yep, so at the end, either it's adjacent to the attacker or if it is a ranged attack, it is in between the tree and the attacker. But yeah, I think that covers everything here. Thank you guys for testing this out. I hope you enjoyed it. I hoped you liked your rematch against it, Decaf.
Oh, I for sure enjoyed the crap out of this. The just on the light note of like the opportunity of not knowing this is what we test because we never know what we're going to be up against, and somehow pulling out my Nakai build essentially
Yep.
was awesome.
Yeah, that was
Thematic.
yeah, it was you beat it twice now.
Yes.
But all right. Thank you everybody who came out to watch this on Twitch or who are checking this out in the future on YouTube. I hope you guys all have a great night. I'm going to go make some dinner. Until next time, stay safe, be good, and we'll see you later.